So welcome back guys to another video, and today I want to talk about some games I've been playing recently. Now I know I've made a couple of these videos in the last couple months, but honestly it's because this summer has been awesome. I feel like this summer has been a great time for any gamer. I feel like there's something for everyone, and I like making these kind of videos too because it's almost like a digital backlog archive, and every once in a while I might get a message of folks being like, hey, I just got a Switch or I just got a PS4, what are some games you recommend? And I can just go and find one of these videos and be like, here you go, watch this. Because this game right here, the first one I want to talk about is something I highly recommend for any Nintendo Switch owner, and that is Super Mario Maker 2. Now this title here, my girlfriend and I have invested over 50 hours into this game, and it's crazy. To me, this is the all-be-all 2D Mario experience, and some folks I've talked to have been like, you know, I'm not really into making my own Mario levels. Is this for me? To be honest, you don't have to make a single level to have fun with this game. You have a story mode with over 100 levels that you can play of pure Nintendo polish. You also have so many levels and so many different categories of other folks' levels and pure innovation and really creative minds making some really awesome stuff. And one of my favorite modes in this game is the Endless Mario Challenge. Now this replaces the 99 Mario Challenge that was in the previous Mario Maker, where you have 4 lives, you gain at least 3 1-ups with each level that you go through, so you can go all the way up to 99 lives, but once you go all the way to 0 lives, that's the end of the challenge. Right now, my girlfriend and I have probably played around 500 levels, and we're at like a 1500 global rank at the moment. I don't know what's going to happen if we ever get to a number 1 global rank. It seems pretty possible because some of the levels are very short, some of them are you know, pretty elaborate, but most of the time it's a lot of fun. And I do want to give a level shout out to Mario Maker 2, and that's my friend Justin Down Phoenix. He made a level called Mario CrossFit, and you know, I have to admit I'm not the biggest fan of puzzle levels in Super Mario Maker 2. I'm more of a straightforward speedrun kind of guy, but this level, wow, this is a very hard level. There's some sacrifices you have to get to progress through the levels. There's some really interesting things that Justin did, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link on the description below to his level code, so if you guys want to try it out, you can definitely check it out. Now in 2016, I was very surprised with Dragon Quest Builders. This was a title that I was not expecting to love as much as I did because I'm not a big Minecraft person. I'm not a real big crafty person. It's probably my least favorite things to do in any JRPG is crafting and alchemy. I'm not a big fan of that sort of thing, but I played it, I absolutely loved it, and then, you know, 3 years later, I kind of forgot about it. And it wasn't until recently when my girlfriend's coworker got a Nintendo Switch and he started talking and gushing about the sequel that it kind of made me realize how much I loved the game, and I started talking to my girlfriend about it. I'm like, oh man, I played the first one, it was so awesome, and I kept talking about it, and she was just like, it will be in the mail by Friday. And I got Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I was just kind of like, do you know what you just did? Did you know what you just bought me? Because yes, I'm very much addicted to Dragon Quest Builders 2, and like I said before, I'm not big into Minecraft, but what I like about Dragon Quest Builders and Builders 2 is it has structure, it has a storyline. I feel like you're building things for a purpose, you're rebuilding the world, these communities, these farms, these crops, the folks that you meet along the way, the many Easter eggs of the Dragon Quest universe, and you know, a lot of things that they added to Dragon Quest Builders 2 is freaking awesome, like having a companion, which has a little bit of a plot twist. I'm not going to tell too much about the story, but there's a little plot twist to your companion that follows you around, who is kind of like the tank, who helps you defeat some of the enemies that you encounter within the way. But I've been really enjoying it. It's one of those games that I feel, I start playing it, and I get to a certain point where I'm like, okay, well, I'm almost done, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, and then I get another mission, another fetch quest or something, and I end up playing for another 2 hours. Now, next game I want to talk about is actually a budget title on the Nintendo Switch, on the Nintendo eShop. It's normally around $5, but I actually got it on sale for about $1.25, and that is Magic Cat. Now, first looking at the game, you think this is probably just a mobile game on the Switch. It is also on PC, but it looks very mobile-like. But to be honest, the content that is included in this game is pretty surprising. It really threw me off guard because it's got over 64 levels, a overhead map, and the story itself is nothing too crazy. You're like this magic cat trying to get your jewels back that were stolen from you, but it's got a little bit of puzzle elements to it. Each level has a boss at the end, and there's like shops that you unlock that you buy new equipment and buy things to help you progress through the level. For $1.25, it really wasn't bad, and for $5, I could definitely see some folks really enjoying this game. It kind of made me think of a hybrid of, you know, Mario with a little bit of Mega Man, a little bit of Kirby, you know, throwing your little fur balls, and I don't know, something about this game had a lot of charm, and for $1.25, definitely wasn't bad. Now, one of the things I love about modern consoles is having the convenience of downloading, you know, arcade perfect ports and having that convenience in your living room. You know, looking back about how many quarters you spent in the machine, and now you can just play it anytime, anywhere, especially on the Nintendo Switch. And that was kind of something that I was having a battle in my head when this game was released on the Nintendo eShop, because I was like, you know, I don't know if I should get this game, but it's one of my favorite arcade games of all time. It's a Taito title called Ninja Warriors, and I went ahead and bought it. I absolutely have no regrets. I really enjoy this game, and you know, by today's standards, I can see a lot of folks saying that this game doesn't really hold up, because it is a very slow kind of like beat 'em up, very primitive. And even watching some of the gameplay footage, I know some folks are probably wondering why it's in the aspect ratio that it's at. It was actually because at one point when it was in arcades, it was a 3-monitor arcade machine. It was this wide machine that you would sit there and play this game, and the soundtrack was awesome. And I remember playing this in Jungle Rapids when I was a kid and having an absolute blast. And I just like the fact that I have this game now. I can have it on the Switch, I can play it anywhere, and I can listen to Daddy Mulk. I can just listen to it all the time. I love that song. Now, the last game I want to talk about is a fan-made game, and I feel like this game doesn't get enough buzz. And maybe that's a good thing, because a lot of fan-made games, when they get really popular, they end up getting pulled by some sort of license, some sort of copyright. But this is a free game by Merso X, and it's TMNT Rescue-Palooza. Now, what this is a tribute to the first 4 Ninja Turtle games. It's got some remake levels, some remastered levels, and most importantly, it's got a 60-player roster. It's got so many characters you can unlock and play as. My favorite, personally, is April O'Neil, because once you unlock her, she almost goes Simon Belmont on foot soldiers with her microphone and cord. It's so freaking awesome, and I really, really enjoy this game. Now, I know some folks are probably looking at the fact that this is only on PC, and they're like, oh, I'm not really that much of a PC player. Well, to be honest, it works great on just about any PC. I have a very old laptop, and it plays just fine. And also, if you have a Raspberry Pi, and you have the Beasts of Rage engine under ports, you can actually extract and play this on your Raspberry Pi as well. So you can play it on your TV, you can have that console experience, you can play it with a controller, you don't have to play it with a keyboard. Download this game, it's on the link on the description below. Have some fun. Cowabunga. It's freaking awesome. But anyway, guys, those are some games I've been playing recently. Be sure to check out the links below to get a free game, Rescue-Palooza. Also to get started on Justin's level, Mario CrossFit. And leave some comments below. I want to hear some people's thoughts about Justin's level. We need to know about Down Phoenix's level making in Super Mario Maker 2. I'd love to hear some feedback. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for future notifications to always know when a new video is coming out on this channel. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.